I know people think that because Trump hosted a game show and owned a bunch of bankrupt casinos, he can fix the economy, but believe me when I tell you that his ideas would just make things more expensive. For one thing, he's going to extend his huge tax cuts for rich people and slash corporate taxes even more. We're already living in a world where he cut the corporate tax to 21%, and how's that going for us? All that's going to happen is CEOs and shareholders will get even richer. Meanwhile, Biden's going to cut taxes for anyone earning less than $400,000 a year. Instead of taxes, Trump wants to double down on tariffs, which are basically taxes on imported goods. That means everything that comes into the U.S. from overseas would have a 10% tariff on it. Everything. Avocados, toys, cars, electronics, raw materials, everything would cost 10% more. And who do you think is going to have to pay that? Cutting taxes and relying on tariffs aren't going to touch the national deficit either. MAGA is all for tightening the belt and cutting funding for things, but when they're in office, all they care about are tax cuts for billionaires. Trump's economic plan isn't going to shrink inflation. It's going to make it worse. A Moody's analysis shows that inflation would rise to 3.6% compared to the 2.4% it would fall to under Biden's policies. And at the same time, the U.S. would lose 3.2 million jobs and send the unemployment rate up to 4.5%. You know that recession everyone's been predicting for years but never came? Trump gets his way, we're going to have one in 2025. He is all talk when it comes to money. He inherited a booming economy from Obama during his first term and wants to take all the credit. But his ideas for 2025 and beyond aren't going to help anybody but corporations and his billionaire cronies. Don't believe his bull.